Welcome to the stream. I'm Maddox. I'll be today and tomorrow. I'll be streaming this last chance tournament for World Tank Splits Asia server. Um, as the name suggests, this is the last chance for the ATSEN tournament teams to earn cups. So the performance from teams in these 2 days will determine their final position in the leaderboard and thus determining who will be going to the top echelon, the middle echelon, and the bottom echelon. Um, this is just try. I say this just me trying to stream tournaments. I've never done it before, so um, if you think there's anything that I can, improve, feel free to put them in the live chat or put them in the comments if you're watching this after the stream. Um, First things first. Let's look at the leaderboard for now. Like, let's look at the top 8 leaderboard for a minute. Like, let's just analyze what teams we should be looking out for in this tournament. Like, which teams have a higher chance in succeeding or something like that. Um, or as you can, basically guess. Let's have a way to load. Yep, there we go. So this is the top 8 chart. Um, as you can see, E7 is now being the top in the leaderboard. Um, Rory being the second, LSA being the third, with King being the fourth, Act 1 being the fifth, Feast being the sixth, EGS and OJ taking the last two places in the top echelon leaderboard. I would, I would today really. I'm not sure how many teams are there today. Let me give it a check because things happen. Um, but today, I'm really Also, I did not ask Wargaming to put me to spectate specific teams, so we're likely to get a match, but I'm not sure what team we're gonna be spectating at start. Oh, yeah, there's a room. So it looks like we'll be watching um MMO versus ITRPS. So the maps in this match we will be playing Naval Frontier and Black Goville. Um, these two maps are pretty nice maps, I would say. I wouldn't say they're the best maps, but they're definitely good maps. So the thing with Naval Frontier is that usually teams would go either the C side or they would go the A side. They definitely put some tanks to have some view range over B, and possibly some tanks here will be watching this corridor, or tanks that will be watching A. Um, it really depends on how the teams choose to deploy like choose to play in this map. But this map really has a lot of options for you to take, and even you could have even booster going up all the way up here, and it's like there's a lot of different varieties and the strats you can play in this map, uh, which makes it a pretty good map in my opinion. So it's very interesting to see what the teams can bring up. Uh, yeah. So as in Black Goville, which is a map that I'm not really a fan of. The reason being, this is a really open map. Um, it got open grounds everywhere, except when you even. It's only when you go into the sea cap or when you go all the way into the cave, you would get some cover, like proper cover. It's like all the other places are very open and are very vulnerable to crossfires and stuff. So really, um, I've seen teams do different stuffs, but uh, I would I would not be surprised if they're opt to doing rushes towards A, towards B, or towards say cap. I've seen a lot of teams doing different stuff, so I would not be surprised if they opt to do either of those. So these are basically the maps we'll be playing in this game. Um, let's go back to see whether the teams are ready or not. There we go. I popped my little scoreboard out. Let me just test it a bit. Yep, it works. So apparently MMO is still low on members while ITRPS is basically ready to start their games. That's good. Now he's gonna wait for another 1 minute and 10 seconds before the match start in Naval Frontier, with MMO on the north spawn and ITRPS on the south spawn. Looks like we don't have a match then. It's 3 versus 7. Okay, then let's wait another minute and see if they have enough members to actually play a match. Like, there's a lot of different, like, this is like really the first time I've streamed anything, so if you're watching and if you feel like there is some, like, you know, special, like, I need to improve my audios and stuff, definitely tell me about that. Ooh. Well, it seems that we're not gonna have a game. Okay. Then let's wait for a next game then. Too bad, you know? Too bad. Let me check up the stream a bit. Okay. Um, since it's like, let's see how long before next match starts. The next match, I'm actually not sure when the next match starts, but eh. Well, MM was gonna be left behind. Let's see. Endgame they lost. Okay. BD they're still fighting against ITZ. So I'm pretty sure we'll know what time would be our next match after that is finished. So we're just gonna be waiting a bit. Yeah, we'll definitely be waiting a bit. Let's see. Okay, they're still in the game, so let's while waiting, let's play a few games, yeah. Since there's nobody to watch. Let's see. Let's see whether we know our next match then, because it's still battle in progress. Are they still fighting? That's gonna take a while. Yeah, definitely gonna take a while. Let's see. Oh, there we go. BD won the game. Okay, that's good. So the next match starts in 19 minutes. Perhaps let's just go through the maps first, okay? What are the maps? What are the maps? What are the maps? The maps will be Normandy and Canyon. So let's go through the maps a bit because So Normandy is a map that was recently introduced into the game with a four cap structure. Um, Usually teams would go for if you're from north side, you usually go for A or C, A and C. While on your south side, you usually go for A or D. B is like a danger zone. Like very little teams would really risk that cap unless they can see the opportunity for it. Um, there are also teams that use a beach rush tactic that would just basically mean that it would go all the way here, try to spot their bunker, and otherwise go all the way here and try to spot this bunker instead. I see teams would bring probably a lot of TDs that they would position and will be either here, 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 or here, so that they can defend. It's like the four corners of the map. Um, there are some teams that would fight usually on A cap. They would fight for the dominance of A cap, because if you get A cap, would you presumably get D cap already. So you get a 2 cap and you get 1 cap over your enemy. So what usually people would do is they would fight either an A cap or they would give up A cap, but instead try to fight for the control of CD cap together. So you would see teams brawl out a lot in these two areas. If not, they'll usually be just trading HP and try to plan tactically. I don't know. But you would see some, I would not say interesting plays, but they're definitely something to be looking forward to. Um, so yeah, that's basically about Normandy. Let's look at Canyon. Canyon. Canyon is an old school map, really old school. Usually North teams that spawn in the north would go for a C cap, and South teams would go for A cap. Sometimes they could flip. That means the South team would go for C cap, and the North team would go for A cap. So usually it really depends on who gets the caps quicker. And if they get the cap at the same time, it would turn to a stalemate, and really it's a fight for the middle control by then. And then if you get the middle control the longest, you would presumably get more control, or like control your enemies where they could go, and really shrink down where they can really play, and then pick them up one by one. This map really, there's sometimes teams that would go for river strats. Like, I personally not really, well, these strats are interesting, but I'm personally not really interested in them. Like, you might see them going on, but at the same time, you might not see them going on. So it's really about what kind of direction these teams want to go for, and it's really what we're gonna be looking at and taking a look later on. So yeah, that's basically about the two maps we'll be playing later on. Let's go back to the stream, the game. Let's see, how long do we have? Oh, we have 15 minutes. We can squeeze in a few more games, I guess. Yeah, let's squeeze in a few more games then. Come on. There we go. Where should we go? I'm in a mouse. I'm slow and heavy. Let's go see that. Yeah, let's go for a C cap.
Los geht's.
Which team I'm streaming? There's no set team I'll be streaming. I'm letting Wargaming to randomly choose which team I'm given to stream. So, yeah, it's just Wargaming deciding who I'm gonna be streaming. But yeah, let's see. I'll be excited if I get to stream some teams like E7 or LSA or stuff. But yeah, I'm letting Wargaming to decide for me. Let's do a side scrape here. No, nothing. So I'm guessing they're all at A at this point. I'm not really paying attention to the map right now, but yeah, it's definitely. Oh, what's that? Don't track me! There we go. Let's not overextend too early. Oh, they're pushing. Yeah, let's probably push a bit, that's it. I want to kind of get rid of this IS-8 as soon as possible. What next? Oh, the E100 dropped down, so we gotta be careful. We gotta probably push this waffle first. Yeah, we can't let them get away with it, right? Come on, keep moving. We got no time stopping. There we go. We clean up him. Ooh, that was close. That was really close. Nope. You're not getting your gun in the way. Let's push in. Alright, clean that pattern up, that would do. Let's see, watch out for his 2x8.
Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung.
Come on. Move up.
Gegnerfahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
And the last one to clean up. Somebody clean up for me? There we go. So see if that fixes it. Tell me if it doesn't fix it, because I'll definitely try to improve a bit more on that. Huh. How many minutes? 9 minutes. Okay, let's not squeeze one more game in. Let's just wait. Sit down and wait for the room to pop in. Yeah, let's wait for the room to pop in. How's the stream health going? Let's see. I'm actually not sure how many is actually viewing right now. There's 12 viewers now. 12 viewers. Okay, that's not bad, I guess, for my first ever tournament stream. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. But yeah, there's anything that you feel like I could probably make a bit louder, like either my voice or my game sound, you want to make it a bit louder, sure, just tell me about that in the chat. I'll try to fix it like as soon as possible before anything else screws up, you know. Let's see. This is 7 minutes, 50 seconds. So it's just wait a bit more, okay? Yeah, sure, I could play 62A, but that's what I would do right after this match, because you know I don't want to miss the match, right? Um, I would try talk a bit about a T62A, but I'm no expert in it. But I could just probably provide some tips, you know, some, I guess some. But yeah, definitely I can play at 62A. If you don't really care about my horrible skills, that is. The room invite should be here anytime soon. We got probably a minute and a bit more left, but the room invite should be here. Do you guys think the stream is clear enough? Because I was tweaking the settings a few days ago, so it might not work out well. Okay, so we got LSA versus ITRPS. That's gonna be interesting one. LSA, as we all know, they're currently, let's see their ranking in top echelon. LSA is currently ranked the third in the top echelon leaderboard. So it's a team that we can really look forward to giving us some sort of performance here. So yeah, especially in Normandy. I haven't seen them playing in Normandy just yet. So definitely I'll be interested in looking at them. Probably a bit of background. From what I know, LSA is a collection of Japanese players. There used to be players from XR, ND, EHR, and etc. The old Japanese top clans and stuff. Like they know what they're doing. If I'm asked that if I can pick probably rank them, like what rank they would be getting in this tournament, I would guess at least top 4. That would be my guess. Like that's how good they are. Like that would be my estimation. Now be there will be top 4. But yeah, I'll be very interested in their performance today, especially in Normandy, a map that's still pretty new in terms of strategies. And perhaps if we can take it to the tiebreaker Canyon, I could probably steal some strategies from them if it really works. So yeah. Current score is 0-0. And I'll pop my little scoreboard out. There we go. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a game this time around. Both teams have 7 players already, albeit not already. I guess they're just trying to, pick out what tanks they want to use. So we see 5 IS4s, 1 140, and a possible 215B from LSA side. A double bad chat, perhaps triple T57 heavy, a 50B, and the IS4 from ITRPS. ITRPS lineup is definitely interesting. All autoloader lineup is, I would say, just interesting. I will not comment any more than that. It might not work out in their favor, but it could work out in their favor. They know what they're doing and what their aims are in this match. On the other hand, LSA is going for a safe strats. They're not joking around. They're playing the safe one. They're now changing into triple eyes for 2 I7s, 268 and a 140. My guess is that they'll be focusing mostly onto the CD parts of the map, like where they can get early control of the C cap and perhaps push over to the D cap, and probably give some presence in the middle area as well. Probably that 268, it's possibly gonna be sitting in the bunker watching A cap, as you don't really want the enemy to get A cap so early. But yeah, I'm here trying to guess what they're trying to do, but it's really when we get into the games we know what they're actually gonna do, right? So there's 40 seconds left. I'm guessing everybody's as excited as I am, because really this is really my first time streaming a tournament game. Like, that's actually being played. So with 24 seconds left, no more changes. 4 T57s heavy on ITRPS side. Double bad chat, 50B. Same for LSA. LSA have not changed anything since then. We got 10 seconds. Let's get ready to get into the game.
Bewegung!
Let's go up a bit. I'm not sure, but like LSA is planning to have some presence in B. The tanks are mostly going to C. So how about ITRPS? ITRPS is definitely going for A side, B side control. We can see, they're bringing the 140 into C cap. LSA is they definitely want to get a C cap advantage first. Meanwhile, ITRPS is still not close to any caps. That might be a problem for them, or they're probably arranging some sort of rush. Let's see. Yeah, ITRPS is definitely want to get that A cap fast. Otherwise, they might lose they'll definitely lose in the cap advantage. But like, let's hope that they don't lose any more from here on in. Ooh, that's a big hit taking from the 57 heavy. Let's take a look. The 50B is being very aggressive. He might actually get punished. That 140 from LSA can definitely push up a bit and get some crossfires on them. Looks like ITRPS making a push towards LSA's main force. LSA is also making a push from the plane side. That 57 is heavy is isolated there, but they're not doing it. It seems like they want to just crossfire the tanks that are in the open here. It's definitely not. ITRPS strat is definitely not paying off. That's for sure. LSA is definitely deleting them, picking them up one by one. Their focus fire is brilliant. Like, there's really nothing to complain about that. It's like, there's really nothing they can do to really turn this over unless the 57s can go together. Yeah, the batch is on reload. Blue Skies are now on full clip reload. He's definitely not gonna survive for long. The 57 heavy is just arrived to the scene, but it's definitely a bit too late. LSA still have 7 guns all intact, and no matter how many shots he can put in, he really can't. I don't think he can take any guns out of the fight. And the Batchat's a one shot, so what he can do now is only running around and see how long he can last. 57 heavy still alive. That's a bit of that's delete. That leaves the Batchat. playing hide and seek. There we go. There goes the bad chat as well. So the first match goes to LSA. That's some really strange plays from ITRPS, I gotta say. I'm not expecting this kind of slow walking, you know. I would expect ITRPS to get the D cap a bit more, well, at least try to get the D cap and just try to get that 2 cap advantage, because LSA is only opting for 1 cap. So it's really strange that ITRPS did not go for that D cap. I wonder why though. And then their push towards the middle was a bit disorganized. Their 50B was just in the open alone, just asking to get picked off for no reason. It's just really, I don't really see the reason for their actions in this game. So I hope ITRPS can review what they've done wrong, and perhaps probably present it a bit better at least in the following game. So we got 43 seconds left. LSA is sticking with more or less the same lineup as the last match. I don't believe there's any changes. Well, meanwhile, ITRPS definitely has some major changes. They dropped 2 of the 57 heavies for E100s. They dropped the 50Bs for E4. Oh, they dropped the bad chats as well. So ITRPS is going for a double 57 heavy, a T110 E4, double E100, an IS4 and an IS7. This might actually work better. That's definitely a better setup than the last game. They might be opting for a CD push, but we really need to see what they're trying. Let's see what they're gonna do in the game.
Los geht's.
So, LSA is going for A cap, meanwhile ITRPS is going for a CD cap. Looks like I'm right about that. They're sending Iron War Chest towards A cap, it seems. Yep, they want to definitely have that 140 capping A. ITRPS really want to get that CD cap. The D cap is mostly empty. Oh, Racious is capping D. They have nothing. ITRPS has nothing at B or watching A. That might be a problem for them. They did not have enough like spots. The information fight. They're definitely gonna lose the information fight. LSA is blind firing the bunker. They're guessing that the E4 is gonna be there, but not. ITRPS is heavily stacked into CD side. It's not like it's as if they want to push over and take all the guns out. LSA is given. That's really heavily stacked. Look at this. Double E100, double 57.8 is definitely gonna be a big punch going in. Meanwhile, LSA is trying to go. They're trying to confirm. They're definitely getting some view range extended. Yeah, they're definitely getting ITRPS back. They confirmed that ITRPS is already pushing the D. All 7 tanks spotted from ITRPS. They're definitely pushing. They might want to get that 2 exceed out of that corner. That's gonna be a problem there. They're focusing Yoshino tank and the IS4. It might work out for them, but they really need to step up their focus fire. They can't just sit there and getting crossfired. Yoshino tank still alive in 653 health. They will need to get him out. 140s and IS7s already in ITRPS back. They really need to push in, otherwise it might not pay off. 57 heavy is going to get dropped. Yep, there he goes. ITRPS focus fire is a bit messy. They really need to focus fire the low health tanks. Gracious is 1000 health. They might want to focus that first. 57 heavy is getting picked off by the 140. Yeah, he needs to save himself first. The 2x8 picks off the I7 from ITRPS. ITRPS only had 4 guns left versus 6 guns from LSA. That's definitely not looking good for ITRPS. ITRPS can purposefully pick up that IS-4. Nope. E100 gets dropped. Then the E100 probably is gonna get dropped really soon. There we go. Now it's just IS-4, 1 versus 6, 1 versus 5. He might not be able to turn this back. Definitely not be able to turn this back. So the second game goes to LSA, and LSA proceeds to the next round. That's some focus fire from LSA. That's for sure. So as usual, I'll hide the scoreboard for now because the games are done, right? So let's see when's the next match. Let's see, because we're kind of following LSA, right, isn't it? So the next match is, okay, we got like 20 minutes for this. So yeah, we got 20 minutes until the next match begins. So I could possibly squeeze in a few games for you guys. You guys just said you want to see me play 62A? Sure, why not? But yeah. Let's go. 62A. I'm just gonna show you guys a bit how 62A plays out. In my opinion, the 62A is sort of like a 140, but it's not a 140. Like, you could play as a 140, but you definitely get yourself into troubles if you play like that. So I can't really describe how it really plays out, so you gotta have to see for yourself. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. So probably the first thing I would do in this game, I'll just probably do some spotting, early on spotting. Getting the C cap, it's not really. Yeah, getting a C cap is not really my priority right now. Ooh. This thing is 5 degrees of This thing is 5 degrees of gun depression. So you gotta really use it carefully. You can, like, you need to be careful what kind of stops you're using it against. Like, if you don't use it carefully, you gotta get definitely punished like that. Let me see what's out there, because I want to make sure there's nothing. Not gonna get overwhelmed up here. Ooh, that Taurus gotta be careful. He's 1 HP left. He's dead. Seems like there's only 3 of us up here. I'm curious where that 4202 went. 4202 moved out, probably not. Ooh, the 50B here. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. 42's coming up for me. Ooh, 640. That's the grill. That's the grill up behind there. Yeah, we want to focus on the 50B first. We can't be playing around anymore. 50B, pull out a bit. There we go. So, because really, this E2A can play pretty mobile, like, ooh. Yeah. The thing is, you can't really brawl too much in 62A, like, unlike you can do the. It's like a 140, but see, like, you gotta play a bit cautious while you're doing it, because you don't really have the whole armor, like, playing around. Like, instead you got some turret armor, but that's really about it. You get a pretty good mobility. Yeah, pretty good mobility, but like, it's really not really that useful since you're not a light tank. Like, that mobility is gonna come in handy, but definitely you still want to rely on, like, on your map. Like, you know how the map works. Like, you know what spots is good for 62A, what spots is good for gun depression, a tank without that much gun depression, and then try to use that spot as much as possible, while not just always sit in that spot so the enemy can just overwhelm you. But yeah, that's one, you know. You want me to stream the King vs Feast? I can't do that because it's Wargaming who decides what I get to stream and what I do not get to stream. So unfortunately, it's really up to Wargaming to decide what I'll be streaming. Possibly LSA versus WWNE, but I'm really not sure about that. I really need to wait until the games come out, like the room invite comes in, before I can tell. Let's get another game of 62A in. Yeah, let's get another game in. Yeah, ITRPS could probably use a bit more effort to cover their back. It's like, if you're hesitating that much, it's really gotta. I would say it's gotta be a bit of an issue if you don't be you're not careful about how you play that. Like, because you're stacking together, you might want to get that push as quick as possible. So you don't get that push quicker, like sooner, like you gotta end up like ITRPS getting surrounded. Yeah. LSA definitely has a bit of hiccuping going on, but like, I'm pretty sure they're not, like, it's probably just, you know, some minor hiccups from usual teams, but I would not be too concerned about that. Can I cap B? It seems like I can. Yeah, they're not stopping me coming B. So, like, you want to really doing your medium tank roles, just try to get the middle spots, getting your view range out, constructing the team to go push something, you know. That's really what usually a capable medium tank player can do. Like, look at that, spotting damage, juicy. I would hit the leopard 1 instead of killing the T110E5. You know. You have the turret armor, so you can play actually this spot pretty nicely. Even though you don't have the gun depression, like, you can just play this spot as if it's made for you. Nah. Okay, that 62 is gonna creep me out a bit. They might want to take control of that. That 62A concerns me a bit with his positioning. That pip needs to aim. You can't pen me. Same for this I7. Yeah, he's trying to push me, but he's not really pushing me at all. The most he's doing is just pushing me back down, which isn't really doing anything. He's not damaging me at all. I see that 50B, so we're gonna get hit. So like keeping alert with your surroundings, like know what you can hit and what you can't hit is really important. Because once you know that you got a target in front of you, you can basically just pop up, shoot him, pull back down. You got the speed for that, you got the mobility. That flexibility of 62A allows you to do that. Like, there's just some sweet stuff you can do with 62A. I would probably risk a shot there. But that's me. Ooh, that's an interesting spot for the WZ. Yeah, so yeah. I've probably been a bit too aggressive there, I know. Yeah, but I think it kind of paid off. Thank you for the effective player. Let's give it a check. How long until the next game? We've still got 13 minutes. I can squeeze in probably 2 games in. Come on, guys. I'm trying to keep it family friendly. Can't you guys just cooperate, you know? I'm trying to keep this channel like this, you know. This stream family friendly, and you guys gotta have to ruin it for me, right? Please don't, okay? Help me, okay? So in this game, I'll probably go for early C scout, but I'm probably not gonna fight all the way at C because the enemy has 3 medium tanks, and this really doesn't favor me in terms of trading with them. Like, they all have higher alpha than me, so I'm not gonna trade with them. Instead, I'm just gonna probably sit back and play a supporting role. That's probably about it. Yeah, that definitely heavy hits it. Their gun is bigger than me, so I'm not gonna trade with them. Oh, that's 54 is very lucky. It seems that our team kind of wants to touch on a B. Is it? That E100 is definitely coming up, so I'm definitely not gonna fight here with them. Instead, I'm probably gonna push up, just see if I can take a 1 or 2 shot while they're crossing over. Yeah, Grill, you might want to be stepping back a bit. Step back a bit. You're in a very, very lightly armored tank, but you're asking to be isolated. Okay, I'm not gonna play with this E100 there. I'll let this WZ sit there, but I'm not gonna play with him. I warn ya. Actually, I can use this Greg now. Just to yeah, I could use this wreck. But I'll gotta watch out for any shots coming in my way. It's definitely not a fun thing if you're getting shot at. I might be killing you. Yes, I do. Ooh, that was a quick delete. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about when you don't really want to sit there too long. You're just gonna get picked off one by one. Ah! Run! Okay, 54, you gotta take that hit for me, and then we can take care of that E100 together. Come on. There we go, somebody took the hit, let's go. I would say you could do some farming in this tank, but I would not encourage you to go full farming mode because this is a medium tank after all. You want to rely your damage mostly from frontline brawls, not sitting back brawls. STB! Well, we still got the cap points advantage, so don't sit there. Of course. Yeah, we gotta be careful from here on in. I don't have much health left. Nope. 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 Doesn't work. They're taking B cap. Just kill Leopard, okay? Aw. Ace aim, please. Well, it's still 3.8k. I wouldn't say it's bad, you know. Like, it's just that our team just collapsed before I can do much about it. Let's squeeze one more. There isn't really such thing as a warming up because that's literally my best. I can say. Really, this is really my best. I can just say about that. I can't get any better, you know. You know, in the clan, I'm always the one who's who's the one that got carried. My team. There's a 1v3 coming with me, which is still not the best thing I want in my back. Okay, that C is mine. Yeah, that 62 is not coming for a C cap, then I'll take the C cap happily. Yeah. Can I sneak a shot up here? Nope. Let's get a block. It's getting blocked. No, this is better. Oh no. Back to AP. Wait. Back to HE then. No, back to AP then. No. What am I doing? Okay, I want to give it a spot and see what's there. Because if there's something there, I'm gonna be very worried about it. Oh, what's a B? It's probably that 62A moving to B. I'll let them have B, to be honest. I can't really be bothered to reset B. It might give me some problems if he pokes back out, but it's really what I'm expecting to have. Yeah, that's a 62A for sure. Ooh, that hurts. That's definitely gonna leave a mark for that 57 heavy. I can't spot that 62A. So I want to be careful. Ah, that's 62A left. No. It's gonna get cleaned up anyway. I'm just... Ah, he knows I'm here. Ouch. Well, then that's all you got. Okay, so all three is gonna be in the corner. That's gonna be very dangerous for me. I'm not gonna risk my life for this, you know. I'm not paid to do this. But yeah, let's go. I'm not paid to suicide like this, you know. Nee. Ah, of course it missed, right? Yay! That's good. Not bad, I would say. Okay, what next? What next? What next? What next? 7-0, by the way. That's really nice. The tournament room is here. Ooh. E7 versus Fache. Oh my god. Okay. So, the maps that we'll be playing will be Alpen... This could be last match of the day. So, the maps will be Alpenstadt and Desert Sands. Let's go into Alpenstadt a bit, okay? Let's open up Scratch Sketch. So, that's Alpenstadt, okay? Alpenstadt is, it's a map that Wargaming brought back after last year's spring season. Don't know why, but they think that this map is interesting for tournament, so they brought it back for just to see how they can screw us up. But basically, this map is heavily asymmetrical, so you would get some sort of spawn bias, so that spawning in the north would probably do different things than spawning in the south. There are interesting stuff in this map, of course, is that you would see teams that either fight for control of A or fight for control of C. They would probably also put a mouse or something else just to look at B, just to try to get a pivot around here so that they can just rotate around. But like, they usually put a mouse here just to like be the center of the team. Other than that, this map it's really about how much you're willing to put in the flank and how fast your information collection. Because if you're able to collect that, there are some tanks, there are enemies pushing here, then you can easily initiate a pushing here. Really, it's really about information collection, like the standard thing in tournaments. Information collection, and then decide what to do, and then execute it. Basically, the 3 steps of tournaments. There is some boost in this map, which I'm gonna go into. You would see teams that probably push up here, or possibly pushing up here. It's really no one boost already, so if you see them bring a mouse, a grill, you would anticipate that going on. But they might not, so it would be interesting to see how they carry out the games. So that's Alpenstat. Let's go into a bit of Desert Sands then. Desert Sands is a tiebreaker. There isn't really much interesting in this map. I would argue that this map has a less have less choices compared to Alpenstat. The reason being, if you don't get A, if you don't put tanks, invest tanks to the A side, you really need to either win by really surprising pushes or really solid defenses, which really, it's not really what Asia server is good at. So in Asia server, you would really want to take A side a lot more frequently than you would think. So I would expect a heavy brawl at A side. Of course, we're talking about E7 here, right? E7 is really good with their, special strats. Like, they like to take lighter setups. So we could see something different from E7 in this map, but I can't tell because I haven't seen them play in a tournament, like as in spectating them. I can't really tell too much about their play style or their preferences in route choices. Like, we'll really have to see for ourselves to know. So just 45 seconds left. We jump back to the stream. I'm just gonna get this working. So we'll be watching E7 versus Fache. I'll put my scoreboard up here. So let's ignore that team name. Yeah, let's ignore that team name. Okay, so E7 is looking like they want to take a double 2x8, 1-1B, batch at 25T, and triple IS4. Fache, in the other hand, looks to take is one mouse, 2x8 E3, Leopard, double 113, and an IS7. So it seems that that's really standard lineup in this map. So like both teams would have the standard lineup of this map. So my guess is that they'll be possibly fighting for either A/B control or B/C control. So yeah, that's my guess. Yeah, that's definitely E7's intention for going for A. Fache, on the other hand, they're going for C. They still maintain a bit of presence in the form of this Leopard 1, but he's already lit up and getting shot at. So it might not be a good idea for him to just sit there. Yeah, he took a big hit there. That definitely did not pay off. So he definitely wants to get out there. Yeah, Fache is definitely taking C-cap without any delay. They don't want to be playing around here. E7 is taking A with the 1-1B in IS4. The bad jets and the 2x6s are catching up. The IS4s are pushing up just as well to try to spot what what Fache has in the seaside. Fache has a the mouse is taking the mouse is going into B. Oh, the mouse is not going to B. Yeah, the mouse is pushing very aggressively. He might want to watch out for a 2x8. If he gets tapped by the 2x8, he's gonna lose a lot of health. He's getting crossfired. He really has no choice around here except to pull back, really. He's in a really bad spot right here, so I would not recommend a mouse pushing that forward. He's really giving up his tank without achieving much by his team. So yeah, that's one tank down for Fache, but they still haven't achieved anything really useful in the CD side of things. They do have overlooks, but they do not have tanks lighting up E7 tanks that are sitting behind sniping. So from what I can say, E7 definitely has the upper hand for now. But things could turn if Fache wants to focus on making a push to somewhere, especially onto these two tanks, because these two tanks are currently pretty isolated from the rest of E7's team. Oh, they're making a push from Fache losing another tank. So the 113s are trying to push from the river. But I don't see how this would work out in this stage of the game, especially when they already have two tanks down, and then they're E3, and then the E3 and their 2x is really pinned down there. They lost the Leopard. It's really not looking good for them. It's 4 versus 7 here. I would say this game, it's really into E7 unless Fache can really pull some really lucky bounces or lucky ammo racks, which I would not think that would be possible. Yeah, E7 would take the game, so that will be a 1-0 by E7. So that'll be 1-0 for E7. So let me update that score. E7 is 1. Good. So we'll be going back into Alpenstadt. Just change sides. This time E7 on the south side, Fache on the north side. The Fache team seems to be trying to settle down with the line. E7 already got the lineup. There's a 140, a double 140, there's a Fache 155, E50M, I7, and double 50B. That's a versatile lineup there. They can do a lot of stuff with this lineup. They're probably looking for another A domination again, especially with the 50Bs and the Fache. That's really mobile tech. Or they could be looking for C domination this time. Like, depending on what they want to do, if they go C, they could still have the double 140 and the E50M to go to A. So Fache, on the other hand, they're still using the mouse. That mouse really has to be careful this time because he lost all of his health so early on last game. It's really possibly the reason why it's part of the reason why Fache lost the last game. They just threw the mouse away without any follow-up whatsoever. They're bringing two IS-4s without, well, no 113 this time. It might be better, it might be worse. They're bringing three medium tanks, including the bad chat. That might be good. They want to extend view range. View range is really what they need in this map, because if you don't spot A, if you're unable to spot the tanks, like E7 just put two X8 sitting in the back, nobody in Fache were able to spot them, and they're just getting hammered for it. So this time they're doing something different. They want to spot those tanks out if they give up A. That's definitely a good initiative, but will it work out for them? Well, really, we have to find it out by looking into the game. So the second game, Alpenstadt, E7 versus Fache. So yeah, let's go. No, I don't go to mints, you know. If I don't have a team, I don't go to mints. Yeah, E7, it's definitely looking forward to go for another A domination. Yeah, with the 50B sitting behind doing the clipping work. Meanwhile, the Fache side is also planning to go for sort of an A-oriented push. That E50M has to be careful. He got two 140s. He got two 140s. Yeah, he's wanted to be careful. The E7 mediums are definitely looking. He's isolated. There's no help he can get right now. So Fache would want to. Oh, the E7 is doing a river push as well. They're confusing Fache with what they're trying to do. Yeah, good move. Fache focusing on the river instead of focusing on their lost E50M. He's lost already. So if they can focus fire here, they could probably still get the upper hand here. The 50B is a one shot. They want to focus fire. 50B down first. Oh, the Leo one is down already. They want to focus fire. 50B down. They want to get that I7 out of the game as soon as possible. HP wise, Fache has the HP wise is neck and neck. But then gun wise, E7 has one gun advantage, two gun advantage, one gun advantage back to. But now bad news for Fache. All three of their tanks is now in the river, including their very immobile mouse. So this will definitely not be a disadvantage for Fache, because look at E7. They got two of the medium tanks. No, all three of their medium tanks are in the higher ground, and they can walk wherever they want. So as long as they can get Fache down into the river, they would get this game. Well, Fache is trying to get out of the lower ground by pulling up, and really it's really hard to get out of that crossfire if you're already in it. Like, they really need to focus that 140 out first. Otherwise, if they don't focus 140 out, there isn't really any chance for Fache to get back, because really they're not being focused. They're being slammed in the front and the back. 2x8 being focused, of course, you want to leave the mouse for last. It's always the juiciest. Yep, 2x8 is down. Now it's just 1 versus 3. The mouse bouncing, definitely not helping. Yeah, that's definitely not helping. The Fache is gonna probably pump a shot in the side or the rear. Yeah, and the 140. That's definitely end game for Fache. There's really nothing that mouse can do to pull us back. Yep. So it's 2-0 to E7. E7 advanced to the next round. So yeah, E7 advanced to the next round. So I believe today all our matches today are done. Let's see. Yeah, today we should be all the way towards Alpenstadt and their sands only. Yeah, today we're playing Near Frontier Black Oval, which both teams does not have. One of the teams does not have enough players, so there's no game. The second games is Normandy Canyon. We see that's LSA versus ITRPS. That's LSA 2-0. The third game, Alpenstadt, the Sandstadt, is E7 versus Fache. So E7 take that in the bag 2-0. So that's all for today's game. Tomorrow we'll be watching. Let's see what teams advance to the next stage. E7 definitely did. They beat Fache 2-0. EGS, they beat. EGS beat EGS. What a surprise! EGS beat their another team, so that is definitely something to be interesting, because EGS can get 2 teams into this tournament, so that tells us something. I'm not sure what the other teams are doing. AI is playing LSA. I'm guessing LSA would take that in the bag. AC1 versus EGS. AC1 versus. Wait, what? Okay, AC1 won against OJ. Okay, so that's good. AC1, AI1 versus SSA. That's good. They advanced. How's Feast doing? My clan. It's still in the game. I'm not gonna comment on that because, you know, OJ, let's see, OJ2, they're still fighting against R9. I'm not sure why it's taking them a bit longer than usual, but the second OJ team, they lost against AC1. Okay, that's fair enough. So AC1 was the one that advanced in the next stage. Rory, what are Rory doing? They're still fighting against Cats. There's still hope for Rory or Cats. Um, like let's look at the league top 8 board. Um, Ideally, you probably see, well, since Cat and Rory isn't in the top 8, you would think that Rory would possibly get the upper hand. That's what I think, but I could be wrong. Cats could in fact might won that game really. Um, R9, um, I'm not sure about R9, but let's refresh it. Let's see Act One. Act One, we know they won the AI. We know that they won as well, if I remember correctly. Uh, my main focus would be probably okay. So Fache lost to King. So King is part of the top 8. Is it part of the top 8? I think there'll be 6. Yeah, there'll be 8 teams left, sort of. I guess. Um, but yeah. Let's see. There's 2 teams, 3 teams decided. No, 4 teams decided. Rory and Cut still going on. They might be on the tiebreaker. I'm not sure. Yeah, LSA went to the next one. Fache lost to E7. SFA also lost, did they? Yeah, I think SFA also lost. So yeah, SFA is lost against AI. So there's that. R9 should probably. What's OJ2? Let's see. My guess is that they could win against OJ2, but I'm not really betting my chance on that. So it's possibly that they would lose against OJ2, and OJ would OJ OJ would OJ2 would advance to the next stage. So that could be interesting. Come on, give me some results like that I can actually see. I forgot about that totally. Let's go back to that. Let's see. Still not updated. Okay. So, what we're waiting now is R9 result against OJ2. Rory versus Cats. And possibly, is there anything that we're missing? Yeah, I think that's all we have. Yeah. AI 1, Act 1, Act 1, 1. So that's 4 teams already. EGS also won. EGS won, yes. King won, that's 6 teams. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so now we're waiting for Cats vs. Rory and R9 vs. OJ. The results still not out. I'm pretty sure they're definitely in their tiebreaker, that's for sure. But yeah, the games that went pretty as expected, I guess. There's some expected and there's some that's not expected, that's for sure. ITRPS stood no chance against LSA. That was pretty much a fact, really. You can't really. ITRPS need to work a lot more in their like teamwork and their decision making. It's just a bit too slow, I think, in my opinion. It's like in the second game in the Normandy, they could have pushed a lot earlier, and possibly focused fire a bit better. But in the first game, their organization in the first game was just all over the place, and really, I'm not really surprised that they lost that one. And as of Fache versus E7, it's a bit surprising that Fache wasn't able to extend their view range, but like they took only 1 medium in the first game, so you can't really expect too much out of it. Let's see the results. That we know that already. Cats vs. Roars. That's definitely a tiebreaker, that's for sure. OJ. Does OJ's go? OJ wins R9 2-1. That's good. So OJ advanced to the next stage. 2-1. That's definitely some very, very tight game, I guess. So kudos to R9 for putting up such a good fight. Like, It's I've seen online a lot. Like their stats is definitely not something that they can boast about, but their persistence and their ability to just prove teams that they're wrong. It's just it shocks people a lot. I think. So Rory won 2-1. So here we go. We know all our top 8 finalists. That will be E7, EGS, AI, Act 1, King, LSA, OGA2, and Rory. Yeah. So that would be is it 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's 8 teams. So congratulations to those 8 teams for making the top 8. So from here on in, no matter you lose or not, you would get at least 79 cups for your team. So it would definitely turn the tides a bit towards their favor. Good for the teams that already secured top 8 in the top echelon. Because I might be covering, the top 8s, the top echelons. That's really good. So yeah, thanks. So I think I'm gonna end this stream now. So before I end the stream, if there's any feedback, definitely after the stream ends, put them in the comments so I can improve them in my tomorrow stream. If you like this stream, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I'll probably be streaming some more in the future, so if you want to keep track of stuff, subscribe. Like this, just shameless plug here right now. But yeah, definitely, I'm probably doing a lot more streams in the future, so definitely, if you got all of everybody's feedback, we appreciate it. But yeah, so there we have it. So today's stream is done. I'll see you guys in 22 hours 37 minutes. See you guys later.